Hi everybody, welcome to Opinion. I want to talk about the shooting in Atlanta. But before I talk about the shooting in Atlanta, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. So the shooting in Atlanta, 8 people died, 6 were Asians, 3 massage parlor were hit. So far, there's been 3,800 hate crimes against Asians. And some people were saying that, Trump is to blame because of his rhetoric. Now, I disagree. I don't blame Trump, for these hate crimes, because hate crimes has been going on, before even Trump, took office, right? Again, not just against Asians, but blacks, even white people, had issues with hate crimes, Latinos, Arabs, Africans, everybody, right? So I don't, blame Trump. Now, did Trump stir the pot, with some of his rhetorics, towards other race? Yes, he did. But is he to blame? No, he's not. And that's my opinion. Yours might be different. But anyways, so the suspect says that he has sexual. I can't even say it with a straight face. You have sexual addiction issues. I don't believe that. I don't buy it for once, right? Because I don't see how somebody can claim that they have sexual addiction issues, but then they pick up a gun and kill people for it. I mean, what is the motive behind that? How is it that you have sexual addiction issues and you pick up a gun and start killing people? Now, again, I don't know, but I guess the places that he targeted were probably notorious for Asian people. Either they own it or they were there, right? Most of the time. So, which means to me, he knew what he was doing. He surveyed the area, and I don't think it had anything to do with sex, or him being a sexual addict, right? Now let's go back to the point where I was saying that Trump is not the one to blame for this, and why I say that. I say that because hate crime has been going on in the United States for a long time, right? Again, like I said before, Trump. Now, what do I think? The government should do, right? And I think the government is to blame, not Trump. The government is to blame. Why? Because the government literally allows, right, these hate groups out there, specifically KKK, right, go out there, which they claim to be as freedom of speech, right? Go out there and start, saying all this, racist slurs towards black, Jews, homosexuals, sometimes Latinos and everybody else, right? Asians, everybody else, pretty much, because they basically claim it's white power, which is stupid. Stupid is actually I guess a good word, but I don't want to, start cursing on here. But anyways, again, if the government really wants to stop hate crime, right, they should stop, right, they so-called KKK people, freedom of speech rallies. Do not give them permits. Do not allow them to go out there and start spreading all this hate. Cause you all seen it on TV, right? Where there's KKK people or whatever hate crime want to come up, they have a rally and you have cops protecting them and all that stuff. Yes, I understand that. You could say, oh yeah, well they have the right to have to get protection. I understand that, but we don't have to go there if the government don't even allow them to go out there and speak. Because when they go out there and speak, right, they're pretty much pushing hate out there, and they're pretty much saying that, hey, the government allow us to do this, so why can't we do this? If the government said yes, you can do it, right? then why not? So I think the government, U.S. government, should stop allowing these people, right, to go out and have hate rallies. Now, I know when I say this, some people are going to be like, oh, hey, well, what about Black Lives Matter? This has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Now, when you look at Black Lives Matter, again, you don't see just black people going out there and protest. Black Lives Matter protest, right? And they protest hate. And when you look at Black Lives Matter, the people that goes out and protest, it's not just black people. It's all other race. Black, white, Asian, Arabs, whatever. So again, there's no comparison here, because I know there's probably some of you guys that's watching this and I'm like, oh, well, Black Lives Matter is the same thing. No, it's not. It's not at all. All right? What Black Lives Matter is basically doing, right, is protesting against hate. It's protesting against hate. So again, the U.S. government, right, should step in. Now, I don't know if they need to, come up with an amendment, whatever, to prevent these people to going out and have their rallies. So if that's the case, then yes, they should step in and do that. Because, what we've seen in the last 4 years, I think that was just, it was just a little bit of a pot that's boiling. It hasn't hit it. It hasn't peaked yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So if the government don't step in, right, and try to do something, then it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. So again, like I said, for me, this is my opinion, right? I don't think Trump should get the blame 100% of this. No. Should he get some of it? Yes. But 100% no. The U.S. government, to me, should get most of the blame. Because if they step in, right, and do their part like they should, which is protect the people, then I believe most of this could be prevented, right? But it's now that people are bringing, awareness to stuff that's been happening 50, 60, 70, 80, hundreds of years. But hopefully there'll be a change. Hopefully change, will start coming. And hopefully, that time will happen before our kids become grandparents. Because our time, I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen, But hopefully in the future, they will change it. Because they need to change it. So that's my take on this. And if you have yours, I would definitely like to hear it. Leave a comment. All right. Have a good day. Peace.